Hey!
Yo, 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 yo. Jess is out today. Lauren is filling in for Jess. What up, Lauren?
Good morning, y'all.
Charlamagne the guy.
Peace to the planet. It's Tuesday. Good morning. How do y'all feel out there?
Yes, it's Tuesday.
Hey, man, happy to be here. Another day to serve our beautiful listeners. I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. What's happening in the room? How's everybody's energy? LL Cool Bay, how are you?
I am good. Countdown to my birthday.
Countdown to your birthday.
Tomorrow, right?
No, my birthday is Friday.
Friday,
I think
Friday,
you ask me
Friday.
that every day, but it's okay. I know you're of a certain age.
That's right. I be forgetting.
Yep.
Yeah, you be forgetting.
Yep,
We partying for your birthday tonight.
Yes, we are.
All
We're
right.
starting the partying tonight. I'm starting the partying this morning.
Okay, all right.
Oh, God.
No,
Any excuse to drink alcohol at 6 in the morning.
Make some noise.
Sure.
It's
My
your birthday.
goodness.
Make some noise.
no disrespect, but I know that you're partying tonight and you have a lot of Delaware coming, so I just got a table on the other side.
First of all, it's a lot of New York coming.
I just got
No
a
First
table.
of all, and on
Disrespect, but we know
the
you're an alcoholic.
I got a
so
table
don't
on the
wanna see
other
you drink
side.
this morning.
and on the
I got a
other,
table on the other
On the
side.
other side, it's like right there, arm's reach. It's super small.
It's like on the other side.
I'm
Why
here.
y'all like partying on a random Tuesday?
It's New York. Most of the stuff we
Y'all
do
don't
in the
have
week.
lives?
It's tough.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Jesus Christ.
This
This
party.
a random Tuesday, y'all gonna be in a club?
Yep.
So it's
How
not a
old are you?
club. It's like a speakeasy.
Old enough to be
You old, bro. You too old to be acting like that,
Why
bro.
not?
You need to be in your bed.
I'm actually supporting my co-host, my co-worker right here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go partying for her birthday. She came out and supported me for my birthday.
You not
Thoughts
coming?
and prayers. No, I'm not, Lauren.
That's crazy.
You know this man's not
No, I
coming.
was trying to
Why
build.
y'all ask these type of questions?
You know this man's not coming.
I was trying to build a dinner into the night because like maybe we could get him out at like 5. The dinner.
You would have got him out at 5. You'd have got him out
Yeah,
at
but
5.
no.
He would have went to the dinner.
I
He would've
figured,
get to the
yeah, but
dinner.
I'll just another time.
I do a dinner around 5.
I got
or
so
6.
much I got to do.
Yeah, so me and the wife will be coming out and supporting you, and you know
that's right. We gonna
Madison
have a
and her
good
boyfriend will be
time.
coming as well. So we're gonna have a good time tonight. All
Boy,
right.
you are old, boy.
What that mean?
When you pulling up to the club with your kids,
What?
you need to grow up.
I got a
Stop
23-year-old.
dying in the bed.
I got a
Stop going to the
23-year-old.
club with your kids.
Why?
I don't know
Yo.
where this is going with
Why?
your life,
I-
but you.
Yo, Envy.
I enjoy it.
Envy, tell Charlamagne look down. Telling you stop dying his
Yeah,
good.
you see that hairline? None.
None.
I'm out here
You know,
living
we
my
see
full
it.
realness.
We
You know what I'm
see
saying?
it.
I'm out here
It's
aging.
time for you to make us not
And
see it.
I'm out here enjoying life, man.
Exactly.
Enjoying life with my wife and my kids. I'm enjoying it.
What's wrong with y'all being two different people? I will come to your book stuff, and I went to Astoria.
I just want
I'm gonna
everybody.
pull up anywhere for Envy, and
I
be
just
like
want
a good
everybody to
time.
grow up. That's all.
Growing up doesn't mean living in the casket.
It don't mean living in the club at 49.
Living in the club. First of all, I'm not 49.
You right there.
And second of all, I'm a DJ, so I do
And-
DJ and I enjoy it.
Thirdly, it's not
Okay.
even
And
like
you know-
a club for real. It's like a speakeasy vibe. It's very
A
mature.
speakeasy?
R&B,
Like Love Jones?
vinyl records, very mature.
Snapping fingers, people rhyming.
No, we ain't snapping fingers.
Yeah, like that.
We snapping
I like that,
fingers. We ain't snapping fingers.
But ask Lauren what time the club closed.
What time it close?
At like 1.
12:30.
Hell
It's
no.
early.
That's early. He said, hell
in
no.
New York.
New York is
In
4
New
a.m.
York, you literally come out at midnight.
All right. Well,
God bless. I'm not judging. Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. But that's all right. You can judge. We're gonna be partying for your birthday.
Yes,
R&B
yes.
vibe. I love it. All right. Well, Jaleel White will be joining us this morning.
Man, Jaleel White has a new book called "Growing Up Urkel." If you of a certain age, if you were born in the 1900s like I was, then you remember TGI Fridays with Family Matters and "Growing Up Urkel." It's an amazing book if you grew up in that era and you grew up watching Family Matters.
That's right.
Because you get to see all the ins and outs of what was going on.
Did I do that? Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to be kicking it with Jaleel White in a little bit. When we come back, we got front page news. Morgan will be joining us. I'm sure she's excited. The Cowboys lost last night. They lost. The stadium was falling apart. It was nasty.
I went to sleep.
No, you ain't missed nothing.
I went to sleep.
It's the
Now
Breakfast
you
Club.
well rested.
Yeah,
It's the
that's how it
Breakfast Club.
was.
Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. And let's get in some front page news. Now, last night in Monday Night Football, the Texans beat the Cowboys 34-10. Not only did the Cowboys lose, the stadium was falling apart. There was metal pieces falling all from the roof and the ceiling. They didn't know if they were actually going to be able to actually play the game because the metal was just falling all over the place.
Wow.
Well, as a Dallas Cowboy fan, I honestly have no problem with that because, that's just a good reminder that it's just time to tear the whole thing down. All right? It's just time to tear the whole thing down, starting with the head coach. And at this point, everybody can go except for Micah Parsons.
Well, congratulations. You're saying that you're not going to make it to the Super Bowl?
It's still a path.
Oh,
Let me
my
see.
goodness. Good morning, Good morning, Morgan.
It's
This
still
guy's
a path.
crazy. Good morning,
As long as
Morgan.
we haven't been eliminated from playoff contention yet.
Oh,
That
my
I don't think.
Good morning. Yes, you have. I don't know if you watching the same season we are, but yes, you have, baby. It's okay. Go ahead and wrap it up. Good morning, Envy, Charlamagne, and Lauren. How y'all feeling? Y'all good?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, so let's get into it. So President-elect Trump is confirming his plans for mass deportation once back in the White House. A post on Truth Social said the incoming Trump administration is reportedly prepared to declare a national emergency and use military assets for a mass deportation program. Trump responded to the post with simply, true. The president-elect made the border a central issue of his campaign. He repeatedly promised to launch the largest deportation program on day one in office. Now, President-elect Trump, he's reportedly going to be in Texas today to view the SpaceX launch with Elon Musk. An FAA report has placed flight restrictions around a nearby Brownsville airport with a notice that mentions that a VIP will be in the area. Now, that's normally reserved for high-ranking public officials. Now, SpaceX, of course, is run by Musk, who is close to Trump after being appointed as the co-head of a new advisory board known as the Department of Government Efficiency. Now, elsewhere in the Trump administration, per se, an attorney says two of his clients have the House Ethics Committee have told the House Ethics Committee that former Congressman Matt Gaetz paid them for sex. Now, Florida attorney Joel Leppard tells NBC News that one of his clients also saw Gaetz having sex with an underage woman at a house party in 2017, and he also spoke about how the Justice Department decided not to bring charges against Gaetz. Let's hear more from attorney Joel Leppard.
She was walking outside to the pool, and she observed to her right her friend, who was 17 at the time, having sex with Representative Gaetz. They were leaned up to what she described to as a game table of some type. Whether or not a federal prosecutor takes a case and decides to move forward on a trial or move forward on an allegation is that particular prosecutor's decision. It doesn't mean they didn't do it.
Now, Leppard went on to say that he is actually speaking out to protect his clients who really didn't want to come out and tell their story, but it's out there, so they're doing their best to control the narrative at this point. They have not yet been subpoenaed by any federal officials or police agencies to speak publicly or testify against Gaetz. Now, Gaetz, of course, is President-elect Trump's pick for the next Attorney General, and the House Ethics Committee is reportedly set to meet tomorrow, Wednesday, to discuss its investigation into Gaetz and could vote to release its report into the allegations. Again, he has not been charged. There are no actual criminal charges in regards to this situation. You guys are like, I'm not surprised, and move.
I mean, I'm just listening to all of this, and I just keep saying, Donald Trump said, give me the catalog, I'm going to show y'all how daddy ball. That man got control of all three branches of government, and he's acting like it. And can anyone do anything about it other than complain? Is that all Democrats going to do for the next 4 years? Complain and talk about how bad things are and how this isn't the way things are supposed to work? What can Democrats do? What are they going to do? What about all those Republicans who are supporting, Kamala Harris? What are they going to do? Is there anything they can do? I don't know.
Well, moving on, President-elect Trump's nominee for National Security Advisor says no one on his team is questioning his cabinet picks. Let's hear from Republican Congressman.
Because nobody on his team is going to question Trump. That's the whole point.
Michael Waltz, let's hear from him.
This team, you don't have anybody on the team thinking they know better than him or want to undermine or obfuscate. We are all on board rowing in the same direction. The excitement amongst the team is palpable. Everybody is fired up and ready to get to work.
Because, like as I just said, nobody on his team is going to question Trump. They have been telling us for months the biggest criteria to be in Trump's administration is loyalty. Unwavering, undying loyalty to Donald Trump. There will be no questioning of Trump from anybody, it seems.
And that's your front page news at 6 a.m. Morgan Wood, stick around for more at 7.
Thank you, Morgan. Now, when we come back, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. It is.
Donald Trump is Hulk Hogan in the New World Order. Okay, everybody going to be putting on black in a minute.
Get it off your chest. Again, 800-585-1051. Hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up now, 800-585-1051.
Not just me, I'm what the culture feeling.
Hello, who's this?
What's going on, man? This is Donald, man. How y'all doing this morning?
Donald, what's up? Get it off your chest, brother.
All right, man. first of all, Charlamagne, they lied to us, man, with the election. All them brothers and sisters. I agree with you on that one. The second thing is, I've been having a lot of problems for years with my ex, my baby mama, whatever. But my kids have come to age where they understand that they're not bad. You're not bad. You're a good guy, and all this and that. And I'm like trying to tell these guys out here, stay in the fight, fellas. Just stay in the fight. When it's time to pick them up, pick them up. When it's time to drop them off at McDonald's. Don't even drop them off at their house. Word up, man. Just go, drop them off at McDonald's. But I'm just trying to tell y'all, stay in the fight, man.
I get what
you
you're
guys
saying.
just stay in the fight. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying today. And I hope y'all have a good day, man. Y'all be easy, all right?
You know, I guess because I'm old now, I've been hearing a lot of stories like that nowadays that, you know, you had baby mothers who would keep the children away from the baby father when they was younger, but now that the kids are older and you're able to actually have conversations, you know, with their fathers, they're realizing like, damn, it wasn't you.
It wasn't you.
You know,
right?
the mommy was just keeping me away from you. And some people have their own kids now and got their own baby mama issues. And so they get it. You know, they understand what daddy was going through when he was younger.
Yeah, I know somebody yesterday lost a court date. Him and his wife, they broke up. She went on vacation to California, and she was like, I'm not coming back.
With the kids?
With the kids.
Oh my
so now
God.
he's fighting, you know, to get the kids back because he's like, the kids live here, and if they in California, I got businesses here, I can't see my kids.
Do these people not have friends with horrible baby fathers? Because you would appreciate a good father. I don't understand.
I don't know. I just pray for them all. Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's up? It's City.
City, what up? Get it off your chest.
Yeah, man, I got to get off my chest. Charlamagne, I got to call you out, bro. Because every time somebody says something negative that happened with Biden, you don't say nothing. But anytime somebody says something about Trump, oh Lord, here we go. I'm like, bro, come on now.
You're not being honest with yourself right now, but it's okay. Like, don't nobody give Joe Biden more hell than me. You're not being honest with yourself.
That's not true. Charlamagne, yesterday, Morgan said that Biden gave Ukraine the okay to use the missiles against Russia. You didn't say nothing. And then
no, that's not what. That's not true.
What she said.
That's not true.
Tell me what she said. Go ahead. Tell me what she said. Go ahead.
I said Putin is sitting back waiting. Don't worry. Wait till my guy get in January.
You didn't say anything.
That's
negative
exactly what I said.
About Biden giving me okay. Yet you said something negative about Trump putting tariffs on China, Charlamagne. Be honest with the people, Charlamagne.
I'm not arguing with you. Suck my Have a good day.
Can you say that on the radio?
I think he responded. He want to do it. He might come up here and want to do it. Don't threaten him with a good time.
I don't know why.
Threaten that man with a good time.
I don't know why I'm sitting there arguing with him. I know what I say about Biden, and so does everybody else.
I'm more into what you said after that. All right.
You into it. You said you more into it. That's what you said. You said you more into it.
That's all I'm responding from now on with any criticism.
You gonna get the right one. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now at The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm dialing.
Hey, what you doing, man?
I'm dialing. I'm calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
This is Andre from Detroit.
What's up, Andre from Detroit? Get it off your chest.
Yeah, I'm calling to call you guys out, especially Charlamagne.
Oh, God.
What's up?
Charlamagne was the main one criticizing Trump. I feel like he loves Trump now. I feel like he can't say it because he was sort of on a Kamala campaign and sort of on a Kamala wave.
Kamala.
Yeah, that's talking about. Y'all got to make up your mind now. The last caller called in and said, I don't never say nothing bad about Trump. Now you calling saying I love Trump. Which one is it, bro? Because I only got 3 words for you in a minute.
No, you love Uncle Trump.
Oh, you love Uncle Trump.
You like his policies.
No,
you helped him win a campaign.
I helped him win the campaign.
That's true. That's
so
factual.
did you, Envy.
Exactly.
So did you, Envy.
You see how you forget you was in the commercial?
I forgot I was in the commercial too.
You see how you, but see, I'm gonna be honest with you.
He covered his arms up one day, then we forget that he was appearing in that commercial. Envy, don't act like that.
I do agree with Trump's deportation policy. Because there's some Negroes I want to deport. I'm telling you that right now. Just because of this type of hypocrisy that Envy just displayed.
I'm joking. I knew I was in that commercial.
No, you didn't. You literally forgot.
No, I didn't.
And that's how most
you put sleeves on the day and you got real news.
We forget RBS.
I knew I was in that commercial. That's
and I believe you guys promoted it every day by saying, "Oh, we got our lawyers working on it." That's just promoting it for them.
What else, sir?
Now I went for Trump.
What else? I voted for Kamala Harris.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive, sir.
Who did Joe Biden vote for?
Donald Trump. No, Joe Biden definitely voted for Trump.
Goodbye, man.
He had the MAGA hat on and everything. I saw him. I know Joe Biden voted for Donald Trump.
Jesus Christ. Hello, who's this?
Breakfast Club. I've waited for this day. Where's Lauren at?
Oh, my God. I'm right here.
Happy birthday. I'm sipping some red wine this morning in honor of your birthday.
Oh, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Have you had breakfast first?
Sound like you want to do phone sex with you.
Red wine early is
had
crazy.
Red wine
Should I go get my shot since you sipping on your wine?
I'm on vacation for 2 weeks. I like to save my time for the end of the year.
I know that's
congratulations,
right.
Sir. I do the same.
Where the party at, though? What y'all doing tonight?
Can't tell you. It's private.
And I got you.
You drinking wine right now? I ain't messing with you. You can't come. Pause.
Yo, Shaw, I spoke to you years ago when you was in Wendy. I was like, yo, what up, Shaw? You was like, a grown man don't go call another grown man Shaw.
And I still
call him Shaw.
And I still feel that way right now in 2024.
Nah, you definitely not invited, man.
First of all, nothing wrong with wine. I love wine, so ain't nothing wrong with that.
At 6 o'clock in the morning?
That's the problem.
I'm on vacation. Does that count?
No.
Not at no damn 6 o'clock in the morning. You stressed out.
Anything else, sir? I don't want to hear a grown man giggling, calling me Sha drinking wine at 6 in the morning.
What you tell the other guy, though? What you tell the other guy? That's probably his friend.
Ooh, look at that. He is real giggly over there, Sha. Go ahead, say something to him.
Tell him what you told the other guy.
Oh, now you don't know how to talk.
Now his mouth wide open. Thank you, sir.
Oh, y'all talking to me?
Have a good day, yo.
Yeah, we wanted you to say something to him. He was all giggly, waiting for you to say something.
He was talking to you, Lauren.
Get it off your
chest.
chest.
It for you.
800-585-1051. Now we got Jess with the Mess coming up.
We do. We have some interesting updates in the Diddy case we're going to be getting on into.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies. She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's the coach of shit.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
All right, y'all. So yesterday in Diddy News, we talked about the fact that there were these notes and all this different stuff found in his cell when there was like some sort of raid that went down, and that this stuff is basically allegedly showing that he's been trying to sway jurors, he's been trying to sway potential witnesses, and just the public opinion using social media and his family. Now, Diddy's legal team has responded to these claims. Those claims were made in a document by prosecutors, and Diddy's team is basically saying that the feds raided his cell and took a bunch of privileged materials, including notes to his lawyers for the upcoming trial. Now, if this were to be proven true, none of this stuff can be used at all when it comes to him or fighting anything against him, like bail or whatever, because you're not supposed to touch privileged information. He is allowed to have private things that happen between him and his attorney that the prosecutors can't just come in and grab. So, according to new legal docs, Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilio, says that on Friday night, he found out that the prosecutors were in possession of attorney-client privileged material that was taken from the cell at MDC in Brooklyn. He says that the materials included handwritten notes to Diddy's legal team concerning defense witnesses, defense strategies for his upcoming trial in May. Now, Diddy's attorney is saying that the Fed did admit that they do have these notes that they recovered from his cell, but they're saying that the search and seizure, the way that they went about it, violates Diddy's 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendment rights. They are also saying that the notes that were taken to his cell and turned over... They're also saying that the notes that were taken from his cell and turned over to the trial prosecutors in this case may be things that they're going to try and use to keep Diddy behind bars, which again I told you guys can't happen. Now the feds, or the prosecutors have come out and said that is not true. They said that this raid was planned way before Diddy was even on whatever unit or whatever block that this is. This is just something that they do by protocol. They said that they take everything through like a check to make sure that none of the information is attorney-client privilege information. So they are all good. They are all go. They did everything that they were supposed to, and they found out about the communication on the three-way calls because the calls are monitored, so they can use that. They basically saying they did everything right. So they're fighting back against all of that stuff. Now,
yeah, why was Diddy allegedly writing these notes in the first place, though?
So that doesn't sound
like,
right.
Forget the raids and all that. Why are you writing these notes and leaving them around?
It was probably things so he would remember. So when he's seen his attorney, he could give the attorney the notes that says, "This I was thinking about this."
But this is who I'm trying to bribe.
Well, we don't know.
That's wild. That's wild.
We don't know exactly how it was worded or whatever. But because what Diddy's team is claiming is that he had this stuff separated. These notes were in something that was for his legal team. The feds are saying, or the prosecutors are saying, there was a manila folder labeled labeled legal, but there was also a notebook and an address book and things that were personal, so they were separated and they went through it. But they did say that they took pictures of this stuff, like they photographed everything, they went through these checks, and whatever was supposed to be redacted and not used, they didn't use, and it will be redacted. So I don't know, but they're saying that this stuff is personal. They took photos of it, and then they actually left it on the bunk once they took the photos. So nothing was actually seized, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Now, in other news, there is a report circulating right now from a journalist named Trey. Now, this report actually comes from an original report by Lisa Evers, who works here in New York on a Fox local station, that she did a week ago. She sat down and interviewed a former inmate of MDC Brooklyn that was locked up with Diddy. Let's take a listen.
Did you have any interaction with him at all while you were inside?
Yeah, we talked. He's cool, play ball. He actually worked out. He's had a good energy.
How were the other guys treating him? Did they seem like they were treating him with respect?
They was groupies. They was being around him. They was dudes would be jealous of another dude because he was closer to another dude. If there was a dude that was making his bed for him or doing something special for him, they would hate on a dude like that.
Somebody doing your bed for you in jail on a Twitter is crazy. That's diabolical.
But I mean, so y'all know in the prison movies, when you try and claim your alliance to somebody, you do stuff like they be washing people's clothes and they get you extra cornbread. No, that's not a real thing.
Listen, man. After all we've learned this year about Diddy, allegedly, that's calm. There's a lot of other things we could be hearing. Diddy could be.
That's what?
That's calm.
Calm. Oh, calm. I thought you said something else.
No, that's calm. Diddy could be, there's a lot of other stuff we could be hearing. Diddy could be bending over and telling people grab a spoon.
Whoa.
Crunch and munch, baby.
How you go that far?
I'm just
talking about making beds.
That's my point. So that's my point. That's calm compared to what we could be hearing.
Now, granted, we don't know. I mean, this is just something that this person is saying who is alleging that they were locked up with Puff, right? We don't know if this is true, but if it is true, can't somebody making your bed just be harmless? They just know he's Puff, he got money, they need money for, it can't be harmless.
Nah, not when it's Diddy, because we've heard all these other things allegedly this year. So when you hear making the bed, you know what I'm saying, you start thinking about other stuff.
Yo, from making a bed to making a bed is crazy.
What does something special for him mean, too? That's what he said. He said making the bed and, doing something special for him.
That's what I'm saying, getting him extra cornbread and stuff, on the movies.
Diddy had men on the street holding umbrellas for him, so be lucky he doesn't have men holding his penis while he pees in prison.
What?
And shaking it.
What? How you go that? He goes far. He goes all the way with
too
it.
far. You took
I'm
the
just
peas
telling
real
you where
far.
it could go.
Right. Say that fast.
What?
You said penis in the prison in the what?
No, that don't even sound right.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said it in the first place.
Well, I can't help how my brain works.
Oh, God. Well, speaking of how your brain works, let's talk about some booty.
What?
So, Mike Tyson, remember?
I thought we was talking about booty this whole time. So we wasn't talking about booty this whole time?
You was!
This whole conversation wasn't about booty. Is that what you telling me, Lauren?
Jesus Christ.
You really give Unc vibes, like the Unc who still keep his E&J in the bag outside the liquor store. That's
you
how
see,
you
I
act.
got my Crown Royal bag.
That
right
is
here.
how you act, bro.
You need a little something?
Yo,
You need a little
I'm supposed to be going into my next story.
Go ahead, go.
Dang, you give an Unc.
Go, you going booty? You said booty.
Yeah, so Mike Tyson's booty is getting an offer for $250,000. So
What do you got to do with it? What do you got to do with it?
So there's a stream site called Cam Soda. It's a popular adult website, and they actually spoke to TMZ Sports, and they said that look, after they got that view of the backside, Iron Mike's cheeks on Netflix the other day, they want him to come on over to their platform and flaunt his bare behind on their screens. They're saying that they're willing to give him $250,000 to do it, and all he has to do is flash his little, situation on the live cam for only 1 hour.
What you mean? You got to stand there for an hour with his ass out?
That's what you do on a live stream. Like girls or whoever you are into, they get on there, they taking their clothes off, they having fun with you. They saying all you got to do is just get up, stand there. $250.
First of all, I don't like them objectifying Mike Tyson like that. And number two, there is absolutely no reason for there to be a homeless person in America. If people got $250,000 just to give Mike Tyson for him to stand there for an hour so we can see cheeks, there is no reason for there to be a homelessness problem in America.
That's Mike Tyson. That's not James from Jerome Ave. That's Mike Tyson.
Yo, yeah.
Boy, you sound gay.
I know that sounded bad.
God
Like, that sounded bad when I said it. I should have let it slide.
That sounded
I should have let it slide. Yeah, I should have slide. Yeah,
put some star on that booty. Put some star on that booty. That's true. That ain't just any old booty.
Wait to subscribe.
That's a good one, right, Envy?
I mean, wow.
That's a favorite booty right there, right?
And be like, that's Mike Tyson back. That ain't no regular ass. That's Mike Tyson's booty. Where's the picture, Lauren? You got the picture yesterday. It's right there behind you.
We threw the picture out. No.
Clearly he wants right there, right there.
That was Jess with the mess with Lauren LaRosa.
It'll bite you if it was a snake.
All right, thank you.
Everybody's
a little gay. Everybody's a little gay.
There you go, Envy.
Here you go.
I'm
there
good.
You go.
I'm good.
That's the motivation you need to do.
Welcome
your
to the generation of the booty do.
What song would I play if I look at that? What would be the first song?
Hey, I love you. You my everything. I'm your name.
When we come back, we got front page news. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. I hate this place. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. And let's get in some front page news. Now, in Monday Night Football, the Cowboys lost to the Texans 34-10. I mean, it was bad. It was so bad the stadium started falling apart. There was actually metal pieces of the stadium falling.
Well, 'cause the AT&T Stadium is tired of it, too. And it's just really time to... tear the whole thing down. And Jerry Jones is still delusional. Like, he says that, Mike McCarthy has not lost to Cowboys. Those people are not playing for Mike McCarthy no more. They're not playing for you no more, Jerry. They're not playing for the star no more, okay? It is time to tear the whole thing down, and Jerry Jones needs to relinquish control of football operations to somebody who actually knows what they're doing.
Sounds like the same thing the Commanders did.
Well, good morning,
ask
Morgan.
you about them damn Commanders, Morgan.
Good morning. Yes, sounds like a rinse and repeat of the Commanders. Anyways, I'm not going to get too much into that. Let's get into this news. Front page news. The Department of Justice is opening a civil rights investigation into an Illinois sheriff's office in response to the death of a 36-year-old black woman who was shot in her own home. Let's say her name, Sonia Massey. She called authorities to her home near Springfield back in July, saying there may be a prowler outside after arriving on the scene. The mother of two was noted to have had a boiling pot of water on the stove. As she moved to tend to the pot, a deputy told her to step away. Instead, Massey, who was believed to have been having a mental health issue, she told the deputy, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Now, before I play the audio of that incident, in case you missed it, I'm going to remind you, let me issue a trigger warning that this may be difficult for some to listen to. And if you have littles in the car, you may want to turn the radio down for about 15 seconds. Now, let's hear that audio from when Sonia Massey was shot in her home by police.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face. Okay, I'm sorry. Drop the pot. Drop the pot.
14 shots fired.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I didn't need that this morning.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it is this is news, and we will continue to report it. Body cam footage shows that he threatened to shoot her in the face, and of course, seconds later, he opened fire on her. Sean Grayson was the officer. He was fired from Sangamon County Sheriff's Office 2 weeks later, and is currently facing a charge of first-degree murder. Continuing with that type of story, testimony continues today in the civil lawsuit trial against Dallas police officer Amber Geiger. Now, Geiger was fired from Dallas Police Department after fatally shooting both of them John in 2018. Now, Geiger and John both lived in the same apartment building. She claims she entered his unit mistakenly thinking it was hers. She shot him because she mistook him for a burglar. And on Monday, the jury heard from John's sister from a Tennessee law enforcement expert via Zoom. And Geiger is serving a 10-year sentence in state prison for manslaughter in regards to that charge. John's family is suing her for using excessive force. Now, some semi-positive news out of California. The Palm Springs, California City Council voted unanimously last week to approve nearly $6 million in reparations for Black and Latino families forced out of their homes in the late 1950s and 1960s. Now, the homes were all on land known as Section 14, which is where Pearl Devers grew up. Now, attorney Areva Martin represents a group of people who grew up in that area known as Section 14 survivors. She applauded the unanimous city council vote. Let's hear more from Pearl Devers and Areva Martin.
The city took control over this area and burned and bulldozed us out without sufficient, proper, and in many cases, no notices at all. People literally went to school and work and came home to find their home and possessions gone.
We hope that by working in collaboration with the City of Palm Springs, we can show other cities throughout the state of California that it is possible to rectify racial harms.
Now, the city has also issued a formal apology and will rename a public park on the land and plans to build a monument listing the names of its ancestors. So, we've been asking, what can you do about reparations? I guess there's a start. California is starting somewhere. Now, bringing things home to New York and putting a bow on this issue, the MTA board is signing off on a revised congestion pricing plan. The vote was 12-1 at a board meeting yesterday afternoon. MTA Chair Jano Lieber spoke about the $9 toll for drivers heading south of 60th Street in Manhattan. Betsy Plum with the Riders Alliance, she applauds the move, while Catherine Freed, with a former city council member on the Lower East Side, says congestion pricing will harm the area of Manhattan. Let's hear their comments from the MTA board meeting.
There isn't any more room. We have a limited amount of room in the Central Business District, which is the most congested area in terms of traffic in the United States.
It's not just another funding stream. It is the only one that directly improves public transit while cleaning our air, making our streets safer, and cutting down on the congestion that keeps all of us stuck.
Our cost of living will go up. Our cost of food, deliveries, and services will get higher. We depend on infrequent bus service. We do not have accessible subways.
So the plan, which still needs federal approval, also calls for the toll to go up to $15 in 2031. So while we're thinking there's resolve, there is still issues to be that they're figuring out. Again, a federal lawsuit is trying to stop the toll, which is set to go in effect on January 5th. Now, New Jersey drivers get a $3 discount for using the Lincoln and Holland tunnels. The congestion, again, would go up to $15 in 2031, and there are federal lawsuits trying to stop that effective January 5th. So that's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on social at Morgan Media, MorgynMedia. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Morgan. And they said the reason they're trying to go so fast with this is because they want to get this done before Trump gets in office. So
yes, because Trump is it is projected that he will just kill the entire thing. This is true.
And guess what? That's a good thing.
Yes.
Listen, here's the thing. That's why I keep telling folks, whether you voted for the person or not, when the person does something that you agree with, I'm all for it. I don't want these congestion prices in New York.
No, it's going to raise the prices for too many people.
It's already expensive.
That's right.
Hey, do your thing, Trump. Do your thing.
Do your thing, Trump.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let me stop for they use that in the ad. Like,
they definitely got you. Oh my goodness. All right. When we come back, Jaleel White will be joining us. Steve Urkel. You remember Steve Urkel? Yes, he has a new book, Growing Up Urkel, and we're gonna talk to Jaleel White when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. And we got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We got Jaleel White. Welcome.
What's up, Cat?
How you feeling, man?
I'm doing great, man. I'm having a good morning.
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, brother. You got your new book, Growing Up Urkel, a memoir. I've always loved your story, though, because, you are the epitome of taking advantage of a moment. Seize an opportunity, right? Because you were only supposed to be on one episode.
That's it.
of Family Matters. How'd that happen?
Again, Charlamagne, I was just a black kid that wanted a Sega Genesis, dog. It really wasn't that deep. My dad told me that I could get one of anything whenever I got a job because I was resisting going on auditions at this point. I was 5'4", me was ready to play basketball. We don't get into basketball talks at some point. And I wasn't booking jobs at age 12 too much because a lot of the stereotypical roles, I just wasn't fitting it, my profile. I had, like I said, I had braces. I'm 5'4", and I saw this audition come through, and I was like, I can get this job. Like,
what was it? What did it say?
The description I included in the book was just, nerdy character. Matter of fact, I was described as a Rick Moranis type. So that just shows you what the writer's room was already doing. They're casting a black kid and asking for a Rick Moranis type. So I actually read that literally, and then I went and got the best of Saturday Night Live VHS tape that we had in our house. And I found Ed Grimley, and I basically was doing a black kid's version of Ed Grimley. Yeah, and it wasn't really a good impersonation, quite frankly. But because nobody thought that was my inspiration, it became mine.
Did you get the Sega Genesis? I was just always curious.
Of course,
you got the Sega Genesis. Okay, just wanted to make sure.
I got that Sega Genesis.
Did you want to act?
Acting was just something that I just did naturally. I've been doing it since I was 3. So did you want to do anything that your parents got you started when you were 3? It just came naturally. I didn't resist it, and I enjoyed it. Of course, you always enjoyed getting a day off of school to go someplace and yeah, exactly, and have some fun. But as I got to be around the age of 12, I didn't really want to act anymore. I wanted to play basketball. But once I got the show, then I started getting reps in at a different pace.
Right.
And now once you get reps in, you prove yourself good at something, proficient. Like I remember the exact episode where I'm like, oh, this is fun, and this audience is my toy. And the episode's called The Big Fix, where I took Laura on a date for the first time because Eddie needed to pay off a bet. And I leveled this French restaurant.
Now, before we get to...
I remember that episode.
Yeah, that's the first episode where I'm like, I can hear the audience different. I can see it in my eyes when I watch that episode.
Before we get into that part of it, is it true that you tried out for Rudy Huxtable, that part?
Yeah, I did. That's the name. Rudy was for a boy.
Oh, wow.
It was for a boy. So there was a debate there, and, he obviously won out over the network at the end, and Keisha got the role.
How close did you get?
Oh, it came down to me and her. That's it.
Wow.
They auditioned us all day. I actually never forget that audition. They always bring in like 2 or 3 options for each role, but they put us in one room for like several hours and kept pairing us and going in and out. And then at the end, they said, hey, listen, we are pressed for time, so we will take you, and the rest of you. Thank you for coming out. So you had all these crying kids just pouring out of that building that had been there all day. And I remember my mom was like, she just had a huge reaction to that. She was like, if you ever react like that to losing an audition again.
Oh, you cried. You was balling.
Oh, we were I mean, that's a cold way to lose a job when you're 7 years old.
Did you really understand,
it's to be picked right in front, right in front. Because generally it happened, your agent will call you or your agent didn't call you.
Right.
And my mom was never the type to call the agent also and be like, did we or did we not get the job? And a lot of parents do that.
But did you really understand at 7 years old, like, oh my God, I'm losing this job. This is like what this could be. Like,
we were
you were just like a kid and it was like, no, so you cried? Like, what did you think?
No, well, we were supposed to move to New York.
Oh.
So they had already talked to my parents through our agent and everything. And my dad was trying to figure out, because he was just graduating from dental school at the time. My dad was trying to figure out how to do this from New York.
Right.
They had practically said the job is yours. And then a little girl came walking in.
Damn.
I mean, they do that kind of stuff all the time now that I'm an adult and I know that. But at the time, it was just very shocking.
So you felt
and then you become a big fan of the show, right? So you're looking at the show and it's like, oh man, that could have been me, right? You're doing that, but that passes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you end up with your own iconic role in the future, right?
I didn't even look at it that way. Seriously, okay. During that time, Charlamagne, I'm telling you, man, it's wild to watch fame now because everybody kind of believes like they can have a famous moment and it should come easy to them. But back then, like, if you got a chance to meet Magic Johnson, or you got a chance to meet Janet Jackson in person, they were inaccessible.
Right.
They were all talented.
Yeah.
They were, there was an aura, literally. I remember the time I met Michael Jordan for the first time and he crept up behind me at the Magic Johnson Midsummer Night's Classic, and it's just like, he literally had like this little glow around him, this Black Jesus glow around him. And it's different now. It really is. So you didn't think you could be that. You see what I'm saying?
Now, I don't think there is real celebrity now.
Oh, now, no, celebrity has completely been diluted.
Yeah.
It really is. I'll disagree and say there's still some people who have it. I can see it. There's certain people where they walk in and they have that natural it factor where it's like, okay, you affect the room. You know what I'm saying? Like even when Will Smith used to come in for the NBA All-Star games, when Will was in the room, it was just different.
That's his aura, though.
Yeah, that's just, exactly. So, but that's traditional celebrity. This stuff now, like I said, it can feel real temporary, and it's like you ain't got the it factor, but you got the light on you.
Right. Did the cast like you? Because you went from just supposed to be one episode to taking over the whole thing. So did they like you? There had to be some resentment a little bit. It's like nerdy kid coming in there,
like
taking
I said, it was weird at first. The kids and I, we worked it out the easiest because they had to hear a lot of things that some of their parents are even saying. And you know, when you're a kid and you're hearing what your parents are saying, you're just going to follow suit with that. But Darius and Kelly and I, we became brothers and sisters. That's our puberty. So I just feel like the division really kind of took place more along the lines of the adults were the adults and the kids were the kids.
You would think that at some point in life, people would understand that y'all are a team. And it doesn't matter who the star of the team is if the team
wins.
Is winning.
Yeah, but the magic words you say is you would think.
Yeah. But I mean, after all of these years, we haven't learned that. Even when you use the Shaq and Kobe example,
that's you can't change the way people are going to think when they're coming from a place of ego. You know, I did a lot to extend our run because the reality was
the show was about to get canceled.
I know, but
that's a fact.
I get it. You can say that. I don't need to lean in on that. You know, but. You know, whether if it was keeping my hair cut the same way. I mean, it got to the point where I was sick of my own haircut or staying out of the gym, not working out. You know, that sucked from playing basketball. And finally in my senior year.
They made you change the pants that you were wearing.
Yeah, they made me change in the final season. It was like, no more jeans. He doesn't wear any jeans. So I was doing things that was...
I thought that was...
Well, I was going to get into it.
No.
Go ahead, Charlamagne.
I read that...
No, he about to get messy. What you...
I read it was your bulge.
He's not about to get messy.
I don't care.
Go ahead.
Lauren, don't let this man just talk over you. Don't let this man
I mean, he wants to talk about your bulge. I want him...
Well, you said pants. It wasn't because of his pants.
I was getting there. I was going to let him finish his statement. You jumped to the bulge.
Jaleel, how did I get
Go ahead. You jumped on down his pants. Go ahead, finish.
Let him work it out.
But it was because of the package. Right, Jaleel?
That's crazy.
Y'all don't get to sit here. He's a wild boy.
Crazy.
He gives it off.
He was waiting for that one.
He gives it off.
So back to the bulge. Go ahead.
They changed bottom line. They just said no jeans in the final season.
Yeah.
That was it.
Oh, they didn't tell you why?
They said no jeans in the final season.
They said the bulge, right? They did tell you that. They did tell you that. They said it was getting a little awkward to see the bulge. That's what the quote said.
Jesus. They said no jeans in the final season.
Do they come to your parents and say that, or do they come directly to you?
No, at that point, I mean, come on. I'm on set and I'm getting notes from producers, and
that was
I need to see that note.
What?
That's a funny ass note to tell somebody.
That is an uncomfortable no.
Jaleel's like, where did I walk
hilarious.
I feel like you said that in private. Like you pull my family to the side, and we have a very closed discussion.
Can we talk about your son's bulge?
What? It's wild, B.
All right, we got more with Jaleel White, a.k.a. Steve Urkel. When we come back, don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. We're still kicking it with Jaleel White, Steve Urkel. Now, we were talking about when you were turning into the star, right? So, at first, you didn't have a dressing room. Now, you got the biggest dressing room. So, how was that change?
I mean,
then money. I'm sure money changed.
Well, the thing about money, which was cool, is that my mom was so petrified the show would get canceled anyway that she never bought a new car for the first 4 seasons of the show.
Oh, wow.
My mom was that. I think that's why I'm so passionate about the protective job that my parents did. They did so much to try to keep me attached to normal life.
Right.
They didn't get new cars themselves. My mom demanded that I went to public school. I went to public school during the entire time
of that show. At that time?
Yeah, but we didn't.
Wow.
But we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have we had cell phones, but they were big bricks at that time. But we didn't have smartphones to invade the privacy to that degree and let everybody know what school he goes to, at least on a nationwide level. So, I would pop into school like every 2 weeks to 3 weeks. And, that was something I actually enjoyed doing, kind of like a magic trick. I could go in and I could take tests. I could raise my hand. I could answer questions from the teacher. And my peers are looking at me like, how do you know this stuff? It's like, I study on set too.
How was school? Did you ever get bullied because people looked at you?
Yeah, no, there's a whole. There's a whole thing. It was like the first school I was attending at the time, I was the only black kid at the entire school, which was awkward too. It was half Asian, it was half white, and now it's since taken over all Asian. When I go back and pass that school, and that's all the usual stuff. Can I touch your hair? And not getting invited to bar mitzvahs and all that kind of stuff. And then that all changed as soon as I got on the show. Hey, you want to go to a Laker game with me? And my mom wants your agent number. She's thinking about putting me in the business, and now I'm suddenly so popular. So I left that school, and then I went to what I like to call the Joe Clark school, the lean on me light. In that case, I stood out a little too much. And it also raised my hand too much. And I had a teacher that liked me, and I liked Miss Lassiter too. And, at schools like that, they don't like those kind of relationships. So ran into problems there, and then my mom found the school that was the porch that was just warm enough for me, in Three Bears story analogy. And that was South Pasadena High School, and they kind of had to sprinkle everybody. It was Asian, it was Mexican, it was black, it was wonderful. And I had a great principal named Ben Ramirez, may he rest in peace, who just, kind of went out of his way to make sure that I was always welcome on campus.
So, because even in your book, you talk about having your dressing room kind of like set up like an NBA locker room.
My dressing room was cool.
You really wanted to go to the NBA? Like, that was like
I don't think it was about going to the NBA. I was a huge, listen, if you grew up in the 90s, the NBA just was different.
Man.
It landed on your life.
Man.
It was everything.
Got you.
So I once I started gaining some influence, you could do certain things, and the set decorator for our show transformed the second room in my dressing room into an actual NBA locker room. So I had all the different lockers.
That's dope.
That's where I would change and get ready for the show.
Wow.
You know what I wondered too? Did the cast members on Family Matters, was it a level of hate and jealousy and envious?
Envious.
Envious.
Yeah, it was like
envy.
You know what I mean?
This is your chance to get him. You jump on him now.
Or in hindsight, were you really difficult to work with?
No. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Because
Reginald Bell Johnson said that.
Okay, so let me make it easy for you then. How come you never heard that from the kids? Kelly speaks. Darius is everywhere. Darius is everywhere. How come you never heard that from the kids?
Yeah.
When you leave a show, first of all, the difference between movie stardom and TV stardom is when you're a movie star, you're still a star, even if you don't have a movie out. When you're a TV star, unless you're on TV, you're not a star, and that's just the way the business treats you. So I think people go through a lot of personal trauma sometimes after a show has gone off the air. Divorces, investments maybe they didn't go right, et cetera, and it causes people to look back on things with kind of a jaded look. And it was like, man, we had fun. We did. Even the pictures I picked out for the book, I wanted to show pictures of us chilling. I wanted to show me, Reggie, and Darius, chilling in Paris when we shot 2 episodes in Paris. We're the only black show to ever shoot in Europe. That was a big deal. We had this, I'll never forget, we had this giant $12,000 meal at the top of the Eiffel Tower as a cast.
Okay.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. My mom took that bill and handed it to production because she had the clout to do that. But Joe Marie's there, Reggie's there. Well, we was balling at the top. But again, you balling. So, it's almost kind of like when you hear Scottie Pippen talking about the Bulls now. It's like, Scottie, you can't say nothing nice about the Bulls.
Have you?
You was rock stars, dog. You and Mike didn't kick it at all? Right. Are you sure that's how you remember it?
Have you recently talked to any of the cast? Because I know Joe Marie Payton, she had come out and said that you guys had a little whatever that situation was.
They wanted to fight each other.
Yeah, can you first of all clarify that story, because that's just a wild.
No, there's nothing to clarify. I'm talking about a coworker of over 30 years ago, and I was a minor. You don't think if there was any validity to that, they wouldn't have come out?
I'm like, how? So no, 100% nothing happened.
1,000%. No, but I'm not getting it back and forth. I'm sorry, I'm just doing too good.
I get what you're saying.
Getting it back and forth, with a woman who's over 70, and I've been kind of mentally ingrained to not fight with my elders. All right, if that's the way you saw it, cool. It is what it is.
Well, she recently said on the stage, I forget where they were at, but the cast was there and you weren't there, and she said that she wished that you were there, and if you were there, she would hug you, and she kind of that whole thing. So have y'all talked? Or is
why does what she have to say hold so much more validity than what my other cast members have to say? I'm just curious.
I think that the age thing does play a factor.
70-year-old black woman.
What you said, you know what I mean? I think that definitely plays a factor as well. But I think she's one of the first people that allege like the bad stuff that I saw come out and be like, man, we should just hug it out. I wanted to, it made me wonder, like, have y'all talk? Like, what changed?
So the people that I talk to regularly is Kelly and Darius. And again, I don't call them Laura and Eddie. So I called Kelly about this book, and we spoke extensively, and, Kelly called me 2 weeks ago. But it's weird for us, by the way, also when we go out and eat or anything like that, we like little back rooms and stuff like
freak out.
Exactly. If people saw me and Kelly just at Crustaceans in Beverly Hills, it tends to turn into a big, hey, can I get a selfie fest?
Right.
So,
like, damn, Urkel won. You really got
it. So, we keep it private, but I have a very good relationship with all the cast members who've ever wanted a relationship with me beyond the show. And I don't have anything negative to say about Reggie. When people ask me, who was your favorite scene partner? I'm like, the chemistry I had with Reginald Vell Johnson, I remember the episode where it clicked for us. It's called Boxcar Blues, where we were stuck in a train together with all these cows, and Steve is just getting on his nerves. And, Reggie just couldn't look at me without breaking up, without breaking character. And we developed this amazing chemistry. But adults are adults, and they're going through adult things too. And also, I'm a kid. So, you know what? I'll tell you one way maybe I could have been annoying. I dribble my basketball everywhere. If I was in school, they'd say, Jaleel, we need you on set. Boom, boom, boom. Basketball. Well, adults get annoyed when a kid is just dribbling and bouncing the ball all over the place. Is that difficult?
How old are you then?
You're talking about 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would feel like adults would have a little bit more grace.
I'm approaching it from a very self-aware,
right?
Standpoint.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, and I remember Joyce Webb, one of our script supervisors, be like, oh, here he comes with the basketball. And it's like, okay, I'm like, but if that translates 25 years later to being difficult, I'll take it.
All right, we got more with Jaleel White when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. We're still kicking it with Jaleel White, a.k.a. Steve Urkel. Now, let's talk about your first kiss. Let's talk about your first kiss, because nowadays, everybody would be getting arrested nowadays if that was so.
No, it wouldn't, because he's a guy.
Oh.
They don't do that to guys.
Exactly.
So break down your first kiss.
Exactly.
13 years old on set.
He's ahead of me on this one. No, we had a scene, man, where Steve and Eddie get hot at the dice table, and they're rolling the dice, and this woman is supposed to give me a kiss, just plant one on me before my last dice roll. And during rehearsals all week, she had just pretty much given me a peck.
It was just a peck.
Yeah, because you just go through the motions, but with that hot live studio audience there, man, she gave me the whole shebang. And so when I pulled back,
and this was your first time kissing.
I had never kissed a girl before.
I was about to say, how did you know what to do?
No, I didn't. I wasn't. First of all, I wasn't even planning for that. I know you're supposed to put your lips together, but I didn't know that anything else was really supposed to happen to that degree. I wasn't seasoned.
Got you.
I was, so she does it, and my thinking at the time was, do not break character. Do not ruin a good take. That's what you just kind of taught as a comedic actor and as a kid. And so when I went to my dressing room, I just kind of involuntarily, tears started coming down my face, because I was just like, that was weird. And then my dad corners me, and he's like, what's wrong? Executive producer comes back, like, what's wrong? And I was just like, she put her tongue in my mouth. Like, I'm
surprised your mother didn't whoop her ass.
So funny. Everybody says that, but it was like my father was present and was dealing with the issue, so there was no reason to inject. And once it was revealed what happened, they all started laughing.
Let's start the Men Too movement.
My dad's
her name?
My dad's like, no, do not find this woman. Do not troll this woman at all. No, I'm serious, because it's like, that's one of the things that I'm very protective of, is we have to embrace what double standards were, leave them in the past, but it's okay. Like, I can laugh at it. I'm saying, like, from the time that it happened to my dad and the executive producer coming in, to me walking back out on stage to do now the next scenes, even the crew, high five. She put it on you, young fella. You hung in there. You did your thing. And it was like, it was very clear to me, all the signals that I was getting was, that might have been yucky the way it went down, but apparently I'm going to get a lot more of that. So my machismo says, yeah, okay, all right, go with the flow.
Well, what about the trauma you went through? Because it was immediately after that scene, they told you that you can't wear pants anymore.
Oh, you know what? See? I see how you're doing it. I see how you'll be here all week. Tip your waitresses on the way out, ladies and gentlemen.
I know in the book you talk about the meeting that you had with the exec about the remake or the spinoff.
The reboot.
The reboot. Your version that you wanted to happen, in my opinion, was way better. I don't know if you want to say it, you want people to read the book, but was way better than what they had pitched to you.
Thank you.
Will we ever get that? And could you do that on your own?
Listen, first of all, you can't do it on your own. You know, that's the thing about television that people have to respect. It's the only art form I feel that still has gatekeeping still very much in place. And you can either be bitter about it or you can fight the good fight and look for the person that's going to be your champion. That's just, it is what it is. I was never offered a reboot. I always want to make that very clear. And even my vision for the show that I have, it's not about me. It's about three-dimensional characters that would actually resonate and translate in 2024. Because I worked for the producers who coined the phrase, jump the shark. Fonzie jumped the shark. He jumped over a shark, right? Yeah. Those are my producers, the exact same producers. So you're not going to invite me to jump the shark again. I was offered a blind contract and half my pay of what I got for the last episode. And there was no consideration given to the adults that actually have such a large opinion over what terms they would return to. I'm like, the way they were being discussed was, well, you know, Harriet and Carl will come by and they'll visit the new family every now and then. Hollywood doesn't really, they engage talent when they need talent. They pay talent when they need talent. And this isn't even a black thing. I don't want this to turn into a black thing. I'll hear guys like Chris Pine or whatever who's, you know, he's like, I don't know what they're going to do next with Star Trek. Like, I love playing the character, but when they call me, they call me. So I love the opportunity to make the show that I envisioned, that was never turned down. It was never pitched. I was just offered a blind contract, and around that, they were going to develop the reboot.
Now, you never, I was watching an interview you did, and you said you never got invited to none of the Hollywood parties.
Nah. I mean, I went to a lot of nice parties, but none of the, like, the stuff that started gaining a lot of steam on social media, like, you know, the Rock Nation brunch, or obviously, you know, you're talking about my man, you know, the Diddy parties or whatever. Like, none. Organically, nah.
Did you laugh?
Somebody said Reginald Johnson used to get invited.
Stop! You gotta calm down. You gotta.
The Carl Winslow and Ditto rumors.
You gotta calm down. You just.
You ever seen him around?
We're gonna slow it down for a second. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can just be driving too fast and you're not paying attention to the you know.
That's true.
To the speed limits. To the speed, exactly. We're in a 35 zone right now.
What happened to Judy, man? How Judy just walked upstairs?
I mean, I talked about it in the book.
I know.
There were a multitude of factors that went into her departure from the show that I blame all on her mother. But as a performer, they weren't giving her storylines. She wasn't the best at delivering a joke. You know, sometimes they would give her material and it would just fall flat. And if you fall flat in run-throughs, they're going to rewrite you. And, you know, we're kids back then. So, you know, kids... That's the thing. You can't roast each other nowadays, at least not in public. But trust me, kids are still roasting each other. That's never going to go away.
Right.
So, you know, we'd be sitting in the background and you're like, and she blows the layup. You know, it was like, you know, and it's just like, you know, you can only mess up so much and be arrogant about it in the fur coat and a Mercedes too before somebody says, enough of this. You know, and in this situation, I really felt like, you know, Jamie was born to a mother who put herself before her daughter, and she had ideas of grandeur that weren't necessarily very realistic. And it sucks for Jamie that she has to wear that scarlet letter for the rest of her life. And I hope that Jamie finds peace outside of show business, to be quite honest. You know, this show business can start to make you think that this is the only way to make money. This is the only way to live. Like, if it didn't, I talk about that with Jonathan Brandis because he passed away and he took his life. And I was very close to him at that particular time. And I saw signs of someone that was really putting too much emphasis on what this business meant to his existence on Earth.
I don't have time for one more.
Yeah, jump in.
Myra, Michelle Thomas.
Yes.
Every time
be careful now, that's my girl.
I know. I was going to say, every time you talk about her, it's very emotional for you. And I feel that that's your girl, right? Yeah. Or was. I want to know, off camera, when you guys developed your relationship that we then saw on camera, because it was so believable. What was that off camera relationship like, and like building that for the characters on camera? Like, how did you guys, because you were so young?
Yeah, just, you know, Michelle started off playing Malcolm Jamal Warner's girlfriend on the Cosby Show. So she was always older than me. So even though she was so small and bubbly and, you know, big, but I looked at her like a little sister. I'm like a big sister.
Yeah.
We just had this amazing chemistry. My mama loved her too, so that made things easy. And she just made it her business to always want to hook me up with somebody. And she introduced me to Martha's Vineyard, you know, spending summers there. And we just had an amazing chemistry. She was just down. Like, everybody knew Michelle. Everybody knew Michelle in the music business. Just everywhere we went, people loved Michelle.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, she passed away to stomach cancer. And that was just a very emotional time because we just knew what she was going through as an actress.
Yeah.
So during the time when she went out, I wish that there had been some better opportunities for her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we want people to buy the book Growing Up Urkel, but it is interesting to see how much of the love y'all created off camera.
Yeah, no, it was real love, man. Like, I get it. Yes, it was bumpy in the beginning, especially with the adults and the parents of some of the kids, but that's my puberty. Darius is out here wilding at times. He and I, we slide each other's DMs, but that's my brother. I mean, we've all had, brothers or whatever, frat brothers or college friends that, bugging out or whatnot, but you don't abandon that cat. You still take it his call, and y'all just laugh it off. And that's what my relationship is with Kelly and Darius. It's very brotherly and sisterly. And, I'll always defend our entire cast, actually, for the work that we did.
That's what it is. Well, Jaleel White, ladies and gentlemen, Growing Up Urkel is out right now. Make sure you pick it up. It's the Breakfast Club
out now.
Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a coach
with Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
Alrighty, also yesterday, yesterday it was circulating really big. NBA YoungBoy. So there were updates in his case. So what was posted online and what a lot of outlets reported was that NBA YoungBoy's case was closed in Utah, or is closed in Utah. That he will only have to serve 27 months in jail and the 60 months of probation.
You said only?
No, listen.
Oh.
And will not be allowed to have any drugs or alcohol. Now, a lot of these outlets that reported it kind of put all he's facing two different things, right? Because he has his Fed case and then he had the prescription drug ring case in Utah. And I think what happened is a lot of the outlets begin to conflate the information, put everything together. So I wanted to come here and clear it up. So yesterday, the 18th, one of his cases was closed. That's the case in Utah where he got in trouble because people were going to the drugstore and picking up the prescription drugs and like under different names and stuff like that. So they said he was running a drug ring. So he had to plead guilty for his involvement in that.
That's crazy. They called it a drug ring. He was just using the drugs for himself. I'm assuming.
There was random people going and picking up drugs, prescription drugs, and using different names. And yeah, it was a lot. And using his car, it was a lot going on.
Gotcha.
So he did have to plead guilty to that. He pled guilty to 2 counts of. He pled guilty to 2 counts, which are third-degree felonies. And 6 counts of misdemeanors, including unlawful pharmacy conduct. But those felonies were actually lowered to misdemeanors. So this was all lower. He was able to actually just pay a $25,000 fine, which he wrote the check right then and there. So then everything was tossed out. Now it was being reported that he would have to serve probation for that, the drug ring stuff. That is not what is happening. He will not have to serve probation for that.
So that's done.
That's done. However, he is still in custody right now because he does have to deal with the federal case that he had on hold, and he goes to court for that on December 19th. And this is the case where he's facing 27 months in jail that has to do with like the gun charges and stuff. So he's facing 27 months in jail and the probation that I just mentioned.
I thought he got sentenced already. He didn't get sentenced?
That's what I'm saying. People keep putting it all together. I'm trying to make the distinction because
he didn't get 2 different cases.
2 different cases. He hasn't even going to court for that 27 months. That happens December 19th. Okay. So December 19th is a really big day for NBA YoungBoy because he'll go to court for the 27 months for the federal case. Now, if you have been watching this and paying attention, what I predict will happen is that they're going to give him probably time served for those 27 months.
I was going to say, how long has he been in there?
He's probably going to get the time served for the 27 months. So anybody, you know what I mean, that is watching this, you would feel like it's looking good for NBA. So he should be coming home potentially clear from a lot of this stuff, but I just wanted to clarify that in the reporting of this because I saw yesterday that people were putting all both the stories together like Charlotte just did. Now, up next, Dirk. This is my last little court thing for this hour. So you guys know that Dirk is going through it right now in LA over the murder for hire charges. Dirk recently pled not guilty in a court as well, and he was denied bail. He was denied bail because they basically said, remember he was booked. They said that he was booking all those flights. Right. They didn't know what was about to happen, where he was going when they called him and locked him up. They think he's a flight risk, so they denied him bail. But there is another court case coming up for Dirk, and from everything that I know, and just from having conversations, he will be still asking for bail and still pleading not guilty. So just some updates there real quick.
All those young men who have the opportunity to do such amazing things with their lives, how do they end up in these situations?
Man, right?
From NBA Youngboy to Little Dirk.
The biggest, too. Dirk is Dirk. NBA Youngboy is one of the biggest. Right. You know what I mean? Streaming numbers-wise, he go crazy. I don't know. I think not a lot of it. I think some of it is personal decision. I think some of it is the people you keep around you.
Well, all of it is personal decision. I don't know. You know, all of these are just accusations. So I don't know what choices they have made.
Right.
But it seems like they haven't been making the right ones.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. And I definitely think,
it's
especially
sad too, man. So sad.
In NBA Youngboy is like I was like, what the heck? Because he go to Utah. Like, remember him coming home and even be able to go to Utah was such a big thing because he was supposed to be sitting in jail. Goes to Utah to stay out of trouble, and then you get in trouble in Utah.
Right.
Well, another thing too. I think a lot of these, well, at least in the case of somebody like an NBA Youngboy, it seems like he has a substance abuse problem that he isn't necessarily getting the right help for.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I was like, because it wasn't a drug ring. He probably needed those drugs, so it feels like he needs help.
Yeah,
for that case.
But the thing is, though, with the NBA Youngboy thing, it's like it's not like he was just going and getting these drugs and like using them the wrong way and abusing them the wrong way. They literally were having there was there was identity things happening. Like people were. It wasn't just him going and getting some drugs and doing it the wrong way. It was a lot to it. Okay. Not to go back into all of it and break it down again, but there was a lot to it. There were different people involved and all that stuff.
Could you put that picture of that crack down, please? Speaking of drugs, could you put that down? Why is that sitting up there?
Speaking of drugs, what does drugs have to do with
me to keep
Mike
this
Tyson
up.
has a picture of Mike Tyson's ass just sitting in here.
Charlamagne, you had told me to keep this up. That you know.
I don't like how y'all objectify men when they're in situations like that. That was a woman you wouldn't.
Mr. Sniff the Seat. You don't like how we what?
That was 12 years ago.
Oh, okay.
You're 33 now.
Yeah.
Grow up.
I'm just, it's still, yeah.
Okay.
You don't like how
and
we
learn from my mistakes.
Okay, I'm learning.
Learn from my mistakes. Why are you objectifying this man?
How am I objectifying?
Okay.
I am just, you know.
Right. When them nudes leak from Delaware, don't say nothing.
Baby, if they leak, I mean.
Right.
Oh, so they out there. Chance said it wasn't
how
out
would
there.
you feel if somebody was just hanging them up in the studio while they're doing their morning show?
Great taste. Envy, you got something to say?
I'm minding my business.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm moonwalking out of this.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm moonwalking out of this.
Yeah. Thank you.
Are you finished? Or are you done?
I'm done. Are you finished or you done?
No, you're not finished till you put that picture down.
It's bothering you like that?
Yes.
You the one who had the eye on the butt. I couldn't even find it this morning.
It's right there in my eye line.
No, it was laid
Whenever
down.
I look at you, it's just sitting
It was
there.
laid down and we couldn't even find it. You knew exactly where it was. It was like you had like a
ass
GTA
was
on it.
laid down and you couldn't even find it. This is to go get it for you.
I was trying to get to one more story and then here you go. You always find the booty.
Thank you, Jess.
An accessory to what?
City crime. When the ass is laid down and nobody can find it, and you went to go get it. You, Lauren.
What is wrong with y'all? Who you giving your donkey to, man?
I have nothing to do with what he talking about.
4 after the hour.
Grow up.
Speaking of asses.
Oh
Dr. David Diffenay.
What?
Say that again.
Dr. David Diffenay.
Drop that one more time.
Dr. David
What type of doctor is
Diffenay.
he?
He's a doctor in Gotham City, okay? And he needs to come to the front of the congregation. We would like to have a word with him. Actually, he's a doctor from Arkansas. This man is sick. We'll discuss.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Charlamagne, say the gang, don't get other shade, man.
You are a donkey. It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate.
I might not have the song of the day, but I got the donkey of the day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the heat.
Yeah, it's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's donkey of the day today?
Well, Ed Sheeran. Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, November 19th goes to Dr. David Diffenay. He's a doctor in Northeast Arkansas, an actual real physician who has been suspended by the Arkansas State Medical Board. Yes, there was an investigation launched after a complaint sent to the medical board. All right, some complainant sent to the medical board videos of Dr. Diffenay walking around his Blytheville practice in the nude. Let's go to K8 News for the report, please.
According to board documents, this video was taken in 2019 at Diffenay Family Practice in Blytheville. In it, Dr. David Diffenay can be seen walking around naked, including in the hallway between patient rooms. Another video clip sent in shows him in the receptionist area walking around 3 women and performing a sex act directly in front of one of the women. The clip ends with him ejaculating on her. Not only did the woman work in Diffenay's office as a lab tech for another company, She was one of his patients. They also claimed Diffenay used his, quote, position of power, sexual grooming, salary increases to groom employees and patients into repulsive acts. An investigator with the Arkansas Department of Health interviewed Dr. Diffenay in September. According to the report from that interview, Dr. Diffenay was informed there were video clips of his actions. Dr. Diffenay said, quote, I don't know anything about that at all. I'd have to see those things to have any idea what you're talking about, end quote.
There's tapes. You know, I have had the pleasure of interviewing a lot of people, having conversations with a lot of people, getting game from a lot of people. And the late, great Larry King, drop on the clues bombs for Larry King, may he rest in peace. He gave me some great advice once. He said, and I quote, Charlamagne, the most important question you can always ask is why. I know back in the 1900s and 90s, Bud Dry Draft slogan was why, ask why, but why is always a relevant question. And that's the question I am asking right now of Dr. David Diffenay. Why? If you spend all this time going to medical school, busting your ass to get that doctor in front of your name, you have your own practice, you do all of that just to throw it all away because you want to have your personal freak off in your facility? And why does his last name sound like something sexual? Dr. Diffenay. Diffenay sounds like the foreplay that happens right before you get diddied. Okay? Now, there are video clips showing this man walking around the receptionist's office naked in front of 3 women. Okay? He performed a sexual act directly on one of the women, and the clip ends with him ejaculating on her. Is work really that hard to find? Okay? What I don't understand is they said some of these women worked for him, but also were his patients. Why? I don't understand people who have the money, the power, and instead of using these things for good, they decide, even though God has blessed me with all I have ever worked for, I'm going to get in this position of power and abuse the power by taking advantage of people. Dr. Diffenay is being accused of sexual grooming, salary increases to groom employees, and patients, okay, forcing them to do repulsive sexual acts. Why? And why at the office? Why are you walking around butt naked in your facility? I'm telling you, this is why people need to really just embrace their shadow sides, but do it where shadow sides can be embraced. If you like walking around butt naked, there is nudist colonies for that. If you want to, ejaculate on women and do repulsive sex acts, I'm sure there is a brothel in Nevada that would love to have your business, okay? Some people are just meant to be supervillains, and Dr. Diffenay is one of those people. Send him to Arkham Asylum. Okay, he'll fit right in. The Riddler, the Hangman, the Penguin, the Diffenay. This man is literally claiming he doesn't know anything about any of these things he's being accused of. He said he would have to see those things to have any idea what is being talked about. Well, roll the tapes. They have video evidence of the actions, Dr. Diffenay. This isn't even the first time he's been accused of this. The board got these complaints before and they did nothing. Do we have more of that?
Earlier this year, someone complained about what Diffenay calls his naturist activities. In the January complaint, the board was informed that Diffenay was posting nude photos of himself on his social media accounts. The complainant included screenshots from Diffenay's Instagram account, Naked Dr. Dave. In his response to the board, Diffenay said he is a naturist, and his accounts were well known to the naturist community. He added that there was, quote, no crossover whatsoever with my professionalism while practicing medicine and my naturist activities, end quote. During its June meeting, the board chose not to take any action and decided to save the documentation as information only and add it to his file for future reference.
Dr. Diffenay said the practice of being a naturist is promoting acceptance and body positivity. He said we do not shame, sexualize, fear, or negatively stigmatize the naked body. Sure, but you're missing the point. Okay, you are a doctor, you have a practice. So when Diffenay says, and I quote, there was no crossover whatsoever with my professionalism while practicing medicine and my naturist activities, well, that's just not true, because I personally watched the video with you walking through your facility during business hours, butt ass naked, with nothing but a hat on. There's nothing else to see here, folks. Please give Dr. David Diffenay the sweet sounds of the Hamiltones.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yeehaw.
Did you answer this question. What was on the hat?
I couldn't tell. I didn't want to zoom in. But I couldn't tell if it was like an Arkansas Razorbacks hat or
I'm just concerned. I'm
some
like,
type of
why
beer
the
hat.
Like if you're naked.
Butt naked.
You
With just a hat on.
Dump, like why the hat?
At his facility, during business hours. And all his employees just sitting there, you know, regular clothes on, dressed like this is just a normal day at the office. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just not that horny.
All right. Huh?
No.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
Yes, indeed.
Now, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. All right. Question is, what are you doing if you see your friend's partner cheating on them? So,
where does this come from?
I'm going to tell you in a second. So, Lauren, if you seen your homegirl's man cheating, would you tell her?
Yes, I would.
Even if she's the type of person that you told her that this dude was no good, you still going to tell her?
It depends on what level of stupid she at. Like there's different levels. Like you know when you like the levels of stupidity your homegirl is at. So if she's at the like, it's no point. I'm minding my business. She ain't going nowhere. He just gonna be mad at me. Then I'm in the middle, minding my business.
Charlamagne,
what happened?
You if your man you walk out and you see your man's girl cheating on him, what you gonna tell him?
If I see my man's girl
cheating on him.
Oh, absolutely.
He said that so fast.
See something, say something, Charlotte.
Absolutely.
What, you making a phone call? You taking pictures? How you doing it?
I'm right then and there. I'm gonna walk up on him.
What you gonna say?
I'm gonna walk up on him with him on the phone.
FaceTime.
What? Hello, Lauren. How are you? Hey, look who I got on the phone.
This guy right here.
Absolutely, I'm telling.
Now, this conversation comes from Saucy Santana. This is what Saucy Santana said.
If your nigga cheat on you all the time, and like you don't call him multiple times, we don't all call him. We all know your dog. We all know your cheat on him, and we know that you not leaving your. And I'm out the door, and I see your cheating on you. I'm not finna come and tell you. I feel like now I'm starting to be the bearer of bad news, girl. You know your be cheating on you. You know your she like a dog, and you know you're not leaving him. So I'm finna come back and tell you, oh girl, I see him outside. That ain't nothing. I seen him in the club back like he wasn't nowhere around. Girl, for you to go back, put me in it, be fake mad at me, you still stand with your now I can't come over for Thanksgiving because I done ran my motherfucking mouth. Girl, no. What you don't know won't hurt you. You all right? I'm going to just encourage you to go somebody else. Thank you.
Okay.
I disagree. I'm telling on these whores. And the reason I'm telling on these whores is because these whores have been telling on men, even though black men don't cheat.
Black women don't cheat.
These whores have been telling on these men for a long time. I am telling.
All right. Well, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Let's discuss. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess if you're just joining us. 800-585-1051. We're asking if you see your friend's man or your friend's girl cheating on her or cheating on him, would you tell him? You are saying yes.
Yes, to a certain extent.
Okay, what's that extent?
She got to hit that. Once my sis hit that threshold of like, you so stupid, there's nothing I can do, ain't no coming back, I'm out of it.
Okay.
But he also talked about not being able to go over the house. At this point, I'm probably not allowed at your house anyway because your man hates me. Because when you upset, you calling me to go outside, and he's upset about that because he know I'm the one that told on him.
Yeah, it depends how close I am with the person. If I'm real close, that's my bro, then I'm gonna have to let him know. If
I'm not close, I mind my business.
But if it's one of those shaky situations where you had conversations before and they just acted like they don't hear you, then I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm mind my business and I'm just gonna let it happen because you ain't gonna listen to me anyway. You're gonna call me a hater anyway. I'm just gonna let the cars fall, and then when you're crying, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna say I told you so.
Yeah.
Charlamagne telling.
Absolutely, I'm telling on that whore. And the reason I'm telling on that whore, because women have been telling on men for years. And also, I was born in 1978. I'm 46 years old. So I'm grown, and my friends are grown. So this isn't no boyfriend or girlfriend thing. This is a marriage. And you are breaking vows that you made in front of God.
This guy's
Therefore,
crazy.
I, being a messenger of God and one of God's greatest public servants, I will do my due diligence and my public service and tell on this now whore of a woman who has cheated on her husband, okay, and broken these amazing vows that this man made. I am absolutely positively telling on her.
Well, you the whole police. You sound like you were the guy.
I've been see something.
Now you the Instacart police because I was just ordering groceries for my cousin and helping my cousin with the groceries. Now you all Instacart and then all up in my police. Like, don't do that.
It depends. Once again, it depends. Like I said, I'm grown, so my friends are usually married, right? So the people I'm gonna be telling on are married people.
I feel it.
Okay, I'm not telling on,
I know some people who, because it gets to the point of marriage, will definitely not say anything because they're like, that's her husband. She needs to deal with that.
Huh?
I know people that literally will not. They don't.
I understand what you're saying. Like, because it's married, they're not gonna mind their business. If it's boyfriend or girlfriend, they'll rather tell.
If I see my man's wife cheating, I'm going to tell my man immediately. Make sure you go file that divorce. Let them know it's irreconcilable differences. Don't give her nothing. Okay?
Jesus Christ!
She don't get half of nothing because she was out here cheating on you, King. All right. She knows she got a whole family at home.
Who hurt you?
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's good? MV, this Dre from Brooklyn.
Dre from Brooklyn. Dre, now you see your man's girl at Starlet's at the strip club. She with another dude. You telling?
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't really like to gossip or stuff like that or use word of mouth. I don't want nothing coming back. Oh, you a hater. So you know what? I ain't gonna tell him.
Damn, that's your man's though. You can at least get a sneak a little picture and send him a pic.
Now listen, that's what I'm about to tell you. I'm not going to be the one to tell him. The pictures and videos are 4K. That's what's going to tell my man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to sweet talk about it. I'm going to show you. So, it's different things, but, I ain't going to be the teller, but the pictures and videos are going to tell him.
But also you lying, because if you take a video and then you send it to your man, the first thing your man going to hit you back is, what's this?
Exactly. You got to explain it.
And now that whole text coming, that long text thread.
I was at the club last night, and this is what I saw.
Do I got to explain it, or the videos and pictures are going to explain it?
You're going to have to explain it.
Put a geotag on it.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Hello, who's this?
ATL.
That's your name, ATL?
I know that's right, girl.
ATL, that's what we going with. Yeah.
All right, ATL. Now, you see your girl's man in the club. He had, I don't know, what's one of the spots? He had Magic's or something like that.
Cheetah.
He had Cheetah, wherever he at. You telling?
I am not telling. If we know your man is a serial cheater, why am I getting involved?
You minding your business. You're not even gonna take a picture of nothing.
I'm not saying anything, but the second part to that is, why is it that she can cut me off for not telling, but she don't cut him off for having an affair every quarter? Every quarter we doing this.
You know, I don't like the fact that you're not being honest, ATL. The reason you can't tell your girl is because you know black men don't cheat. Ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't
black
nothing
men
to
don't
tell.
cheat on what? When y'all say that, clarify.
Black men don't cheat.
What? Oh, okay. You got it.
Charlamagne.
There's some new ones that drop. Where they at?
Charlamagne, so you're going to be bringing the phone over to bust this man every quarter, or the woman every quarter? Every quarter you're going to do this?
Well, I would never have to do that to a man because black men don't cheat. But for that woman who's out here cheating on her husband, absolutely.
Black women don't cheat either. We just order the groceries and help our cousins.
Hello, I like the words of encouragement you're giving.
Family oriented.
You're saying black women don't cheat, as in with a comma, like black women, comma, don't cheat. I like that, Lauren.
Hello, who's this?
Encourage these whores to not cheat.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's your name, bro?
This is Hakeem out of Houston, via Patterson, New Jersey.
All right, Patterson to Houston. All right. So now you in the club, you're Area 29. You see your man's girl all over some dude. You telling him?
Hell yes, of course. Quick, I'm calling. Like, yo, dude, your girl at such and such, and I'm taking a picture and sending it to him.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I might do like Charlamagne and FaceTime, like, yo, what's up, fool? I didn't know you was doing it like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's right.
Damn.
I'm out there. But I even got one better for you.
Okay.
My ex was cheating with another dude who was cheating on his wife. I found out. I told him, I said, listen, keep cheating on her. Don't tell her, because if you tell her, I'm going to tell your wife. This idiot told and messed up his little side piece.
I don't get it.
First of all, black men don't cheat, so I don't even know what you're talking about, sir. What you talking about? What are you even talking about?
800.
Black men cheating. You
800.
He was clearly Caucasian, Lauren.
He sounded a little Caucasian. He definitely sounded Caucasian.
You don't be paying attention.
800-585-1051. Ladies, if you see that your girl's man is cheating, are you telling her? Fellas, if you see your man's girl cheating, are you telling? That's the question. Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Call. Tell her. Made it.
If y'all talking about it, you know we talking about it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. We're asking 800-585-1051. If you see your friend's man or girl cheating, are you telling her? Now, this situation comes from Saucy Santana. Play what Saucy Santana said.
If your cheat on you all the time, and like you don't call him multiple times, we don't all call him. We all know your dog. We all know your cheat on him, and we know that you not leaving your. And I'm out the door, and I see your cheating on you. I'm not finna come and tell you. I feel like now I'm starting to be the bearer of bad news. Girl, you know your be cheating on you. You know your cheating like a dog, and you know you're not leaving him. So I'm finna come back and tell you, oh girl, I see him outside. That ain't nothing. I seen him in the club acting like he wasn't nowhere around. Girl, for you to go back, put me in it, be fake mad at me, you still stand with your now I can't come over for Thanksgiving because I done ran my motherfucking mouth. Girl, no. What you don't know won't hurt you. You all right? I'm going to just encourage you to go somebody else. Thank you.
So let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Trustee.
So talk to us. You see your man's girl cheating. You tell him?
Of course. Under no circumstance would I not tell him. I mean, why would I hide that from him? That's supposed to be my boy because eventually he's going to find out and then he's going to be mad at me if I didn't say nothing.
Okay.
Oh, so this like the first time she caught cheating. But like, what if it's like you on the sixth time she been caught? You calling him?
I'm calling. Not only are we calling him and telling him how stupid he is for still being out here with this little whore. Okay. All right. Yes, I'm calling every time.
Your whore is different. I don't know why.
I'm calling every time simply because I need him to know how stupid we know he is.
Hello, who's this?
Erica.
Calling from where?
I'm calling from Ghana.
Oh, Ghana.
I stopped. I literally stopped. I'm headed to meet the president, but I wanted to call in because the topic is, as it is every day, was so amazing.
All right.
So
hold on.
You about to go meet the president of Ghana?
The iHeartRadio app works in Ghana?
I guess so.
So I stream from my phone. I've been here for 15 months.
Oh,
they're going to stream the service. So today is the swearing-in ceremony of diasporan, United States citizens. Mm-hmm. And they've only done it 3 times. Stevie Wonder did it a few months ago, and I'm doing it today.
Tell them I want citizenship, man. It's 1:25 p.m. in Ghana. If anybody listening to Charlamagne the Guy wants his citizenship for him and his whole family.
I got you.
Just in case.
I have property in Ghana. I love Ghana.
I live in Accra. I live in the atomic nuclear area, but I have a property somewhere else as well. So look me up I own Hillside Solutions DNA DOT testing company on IG. So send me a message or give me another number, and I promise you, I got you. I'm
gonna tell our producer get your info. I was gonna buy an apartment in Ghana. Accra. I still might.
Take Charlotte to Ghana, so that way, these women who need to help their cousin with the groceries can do it in peace.
All right, so ma'am. So that now answer the question. You
really got to get connected. I'm sorry, y'all really got to get connected to Ghana because there's so much coming here, and it's so much takeover, and we're moving here every single day.
Oh, I know. Mm-hmm. I love Ghana.
I want to come
everything. It is everything to me. It is everything I thought it would be.
Okay.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, well, first of all, where'd you come from? What state?
I'm originally from Kentucky, but I came from Tampa, Florida.
Okay.
And I just got tired of racism. I got tired of the bigotry. I got tired of just us not being able to be put in position, no matter how smart you are, no matter what you own, no matter how much money you have, it will never be enough.
Gotcha. So now the question is, you out there in Ghana, you see your girl's man out there dancing with some next chick. You tell him?
Dancing is nothing.
Cheating, okay? Cheating, kissing, loving, hugging, humping.
Cheating is a different story because I'll say this. Because your character should speak for itself that he would have enough sense. Anybody that knows me knows that they can't do certain things in front of me because I stand for something, right? He would tell her himself because the pressure would be applied so heavy. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to just look at him.
So he know that
right?
you know now. Yeah,
you know you got to do something. You got to react.
So hopefully,
first I'm going to have a respectable conversation with him. How would he view that situation if he were me? Right? Put the shoe on the other foot. So give me the exact same gravity of grace that you would expect to be given unto you.
I don't know.
Okay,
I'm with you.
Thank you, Mama. Hold on, we're gonna put you on hold too, okay?
Have a great day.
Oh yeah, we're gonna put you on hold so Eddie can get your info. Eddie, get her info, please.
Okay.
So she said she would have a righteous conversation with him.
Right, or she would just look at him and be like, you know what I'm about to do, so you better do it beforehand.
I ain't extending that grace.
So what's the moral of the story, guys?
The moral of the story is, man, if you're a man and you see your man's wife or your man's girl out there cheating, Tell on her. Tell on her little broke ass. Okay, how dare she out here cheating on this man that's taking care of her? Okay, I know how my man's is holding you down, and you out here sharing that broke ass box. Okay, you little broke booty.
broke booty.
Okay,
yo, you into your booty this morning, yo?
You little broke booty. I'm telling on you. All right. By the way, guys, we got to start doing that to women, man. Start calling women brokies. Okay, all right. When women is in the club and they like, yo, I'm here with my girl and my other 2 girls, we all want to drink. Be like, damn, 4 brokies.
Jesus Christ.
Start shaming these women for not
but
for
that
being
only
broke.
work for certain women because you call certain, like my friends, you call them brokies, they probably gonna order some bottles for you. Like don't play with them.
But that's good. They not brokies.
We not. But I'm saying they might not be whores either, and you calling them whores. Why
No. Whores is just a figure of speech.
Oh, figure.
Brokies
That's a heck
is
of
literal.
a figure of speech.
Brokies is literal. Okay, you broke. I know you broke, and it's fine. All right.
Because she need a drink at the bar.
No, I know.
She wants, not needs.
I want men to start doing to women what has been done to us for years. You remember No Scrubs? We do. Okay. All right. So let's start calling women brokies and let's start telling on these women that's out here cheating on their husbands and their boyfriends.
You on one today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, your wife is amazing. Why are you so upset?
This ain't got nothing to do with me and my wife.
But where does this anger come from?
We are trying to clean the world.
You good in the wall?
From broke horse.
Every brokey one at a time.
Yo.
We got Jess with the mess coming up. What we talk about?
We do. Speaking of, not speaking of, because they're not anything related to any of this stuff that we're talking about. Candace Owens went at Beyonce. Miss Tina knows. Mama Tina had to jump in. It's a whole thing.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shoot.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
So there have been all of these reports about the different celebrities who have been paid, allegedly, or not paid by the Kamala Harris campaign to speak at different rallies and perform at different rallies. And one of those names that came up was Beyonce. So Beyonce, you guys remember, spoke at the Houston rally. She was accompanied by Kelly Rowland, and they spoke on behalf of Kamala Harris and, getting, Texas excited to vote for Kamala for president, all that good stuff. Now, Candace Owens came out, and Candace Owens had, a few things to say about the fact that she alleged that Beyonce was paid by Kamala to endorse her. Take a listen.
Or what has always worked for them in the past is no longer interesting to the public. This is an economy where authenticity pays. And Beyonce does not remember what it means to be authentic anymore because she's been playing the role of a queen for so long and she's grown so accustomed to simply visiting the Commonwealth every 4 years. She comes out. Nobody knows where she is for us, and she comes out and she reminds us all who we should be voting for. Oh, yes, please vote for Kamala. As a mother, I'm telling you to do this. Like I said, 10 years ago, Beyonce and Jay-Z telling us who to vote for, that would have mattered, but it just doesn't anymore. Actually, you're annoying now. Seem like a person. Pretend you care about the Commonwealth. Maybe every 2 years, come out. Do a podcast. Pretend to be a human being. If you want to start with being authentic, maybe give us some answers about Diddy's parties.
First of all, whoa. We're going to get on Beyonce's internet and do anything. All right?
What's the FBI's internet? Let's be clear.
I think it's Beyonce's, but I mean, hey, to each his own. Go ahead.
FBI's.
Okay. You was about to say something?
No, I'm listening to what you got to say.
Oh, I was just going to say, I mean, I feel like the second half of that is like, well, what are we even talking about here? Why would she address anything, had to do with anything about a Diddy anything? But when she...
That sounds crazy.
Right? But when she's... what Candace Owens is saying, and I think it's bigger than Beyonce, because she does make it clear that she doesn't dislike Beyonce. She's just more so speaking to the fact of celebrity not hitting the same when it comes to political things.
I don't believe that either.
Well, okay, so that's one point. Mm-hmm. Now, the second thing she talked about was the money. And she, in her caption, because Miss Tina Knowles did respond to Candace Owens, and I'll read that response. In Candace Owens' caption, she says, Beyonce is just being a whiny baby because she should have responded when people reached out to her team asking was she paid, because a lot of celebrities like Cardi B responded. Cardi responded directly to Candace.
Because Cardi B responds doesn't mean Beyonce has to respond to any question that anybody has, right?
I agree. I don't believe that Beyonce, I mean, it's not in Beyonce fashion to do that anyway. Right. But I do think that there has been conversation about how well does celebrity hit when it comes to politics. Now, Charlotte, you had something you wanted to say.
Oh no, that's a few things, right? Like, when you say people like Beyonce aren't authentic, that's an interesting conversation because everybody's authentic isn't the same. Beyonce's authentic is different than everyone else's. In fact, celebrities like Beyonce have to do things to make themselves seem regular, and guess what? That's not authentic. Yeah. She has to be authentically her. We don't live her life. We don't know what it is to be Beyonce. Her authentic is different. Is all I'm saying.
I was telling Lauren behind the scenes, I did see a lot of people say, well, where has Beyonce been the last 4 years to come out and say that she's endorsing Kamala or why we should vote for Kamala, where it seems like people like Tamika Mallory that's on the ground and that's been doing it a long time, they should see reference from those individuals. But if Beyonce wants to come out and says, hey, I'm a mother and this is how I'm feeling and this is why I'm voting for this person, you don't have to follow what a celebrity says. If a celebrity says jump off a bridge, you don't have to jump off a bridge. You decide what you want to do. She decides what she wants to do.
Beyonce's been around. The Cowboy Carter, not Cowboy Carter. What was the album before that? Renaissance album. She did that album itself was in stance of LGBTQ plus rights, and she talked about her Uncle Johnny, and she went and did the show in Dubai, and she wasn't supposed to. People were like, oh my God, why is she there? But her dad came out and said it was because she was taking a stand. She does things in her own way. I honestly don't want to see Beyonce certain places. It wouldn't even be safe for her. Number one, we have to understand that there's levels to the fight. But Candace Owens is welcome to her opinion, whatever. But Miss Tina Knowles came out and she said, so this has been flagged. She's talking about Candace Owens' video that she posted from the show that we just listened to. This has been flagged on Instagram as fake news and taken down. It's called false information. Sadly, other platforms with the lack of integrity still have it up. The lie is that Beyonce was paid $10 million to speak at a rally in Houston for Vice President Kamala Harris, when in fact, Beyonce did not receive a penny for speaking at the presidential candidate, the rally in Houston. In fact, she paid for her own flights, her own team, and her total glam. They are not only lying and disrespecting Beyonce's name, but they are trying to further discredit the power of our vice president. When does the lies and the rumors stop? Of course, you won't see this in the news. So Miss Tina said, you know what, I'm going to come through and clear the room for my baby, as she always does.
And even with the celebrity conversation, I think all of those people have influence. We know they clearly have influence,
100%.
right? But I don't think people are necessarily making decisions based off celebrities. I think what celebrities do is bring awareness. And also, let's understand celebrity has changed, right? Because folks, we have all of these conversations about, where Donald Trump decided to go. Donald Trump went to Theo Von. He went to Joe Rogan. He went to Andrew Schultz and the homies at Flagrant. He went to Aiden Ross. Those guys are celebrities now, yo.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So celebrity has just changed. When Kamala goes to Shannon Sharp or Alex Cooper, those people are celebrities.
Yeah.
Celebrity has just changed. So I think that, there is always a level of influence,
right?
And when it comes to celebrity, but more importantly, I just think they bring awareness to whatever it is these campaigns are doing.
All right,
I agree.
Well, that is Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa. Now let's get to the People's Choice Mix. 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. Now we got to salute Jaleel White for joining us this morning.
Man, make sure you go pick up Jaleel White's book, Growing Up Urkel. If you was born in the 1900s like I was, 1978, you're going to thoroughly enjoy this book. If you looked forward to TGIF on Fridays, Family Matters and Perfect Strangers and Full House and all of that good stuff, you will absolutely appreciate Growing Up Urkel, man.
Absolutely.
And you get to find out what happened to Judy.
She went upstairs and never came back.
Never came back.
Never came back. All right.
By the way, in this world that likes to make make everything dark, how come ain't nobody made that?
Because some stuff we just want to be happy about. Charlamagne Dang.
Find out Reginald Bell Johnson was fat because he ate Judy.
No.
He ate Judy. He was a cannibal.
We are not doing this because then you know
Judy
what
was
you're
never
going to do?
his real child.
All of them real woke people who don't sleep on
we
text.
We don't care about
take this
them
clip
no more.
and go find that stuff. They the ones who be making it dark.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you to stop.
Here's the thing about
Can we please have Family Matters?
Here's the thing about wokeness.
That.
We've been telling woke people for the longest that they need to get some sleep because when they don't get sleep, they don't think straight. And I think we have all come to the conclusion that they are
okay. You're not supposed to use that word.
They have stayed awake so long.
You're not supposed to use that word.
They have stayed awake so long that they
all
a bunch of little Riris.
You don't know.
You are not supposed to use that. The only R word you should use is rest because those words are not good.
You don't know what he identifies as. Leave him alone.
That's right. I identify as a Okay. All right. Let's be clear about that.
You are definitely like
Oh,
they
my
sit you in the
goodness.
center of the table at Thanksgiving, don't they, baby?
All right. You at the center of the table.
Make sure you are eating and right.
Oh my goodness. When we come back, positive notice, The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. She's celebrating her birthday tonight, Miss Lauren LaRosa.
Yes, I am. That's a little private situation. But this week, Wednesday through Saturday, I'll actually be in Turks and Caicos. So for all of our listeners that are there, I'm going to be speaking for the Fighting Crimes with Music organization on Thursday, November 21st. It's a Inspire Her mentorship program that's happening out there on the island. And then Friday, November 22nd, which is my actual birthday. Tell me happy early birthday, Charlie.
Happy early born day.
Happy early
LL
birthday.
Cool
Thank
babe.
you, because I won't be here. Friday, November 22nd, I'll be in Turks and Caicos. We are taking over Shisha Lounge. It's my birthday. We're going to have a good time. I'm excited. Yeah. Birthday in Turks and Caicos is lit.
Salute to everybody in Turks and Caicos, man. Great people
That's right.
out there.
Absolutely. All right. Well, you got a positive note?
I do have a positive note. It's simple. Your life begins to change the day you take responsibility for it. The future is up for grabs, y'all. Okay, it's whatever you want it to be. It belongs to any and all who will take the risk and accept the responsibility of consciously creating the future they want. The only life worth living is the one we take responsibility for choosing. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?